No, we sold worldwide about 100 million records, which isn't nothing. The rock and rollers, they sell that in 2 days. But I enjoyed Mexico, I enjoyed Paris, New York last year.
Everyone remembers Perry Como as the nicest guy on television. But in 1957, something happened in just 14 seconds that proved it and revealed the darker truth behind his calm smile. He called his own hit songs crap, turned down awards for selling millions of records, and shocked fans with road rage that didn't match his gentleman image. Behind the easygoing charm was a man struggling for control, in a life where fame gave him everything and took just as much away. Born in 1912 in the small town of Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, Perry was the 7th of 13 children of Italian immigrants. His father worked long, grueling hours at a tin factory, earning barely enough to feed the family. They spoke only Italian at home, so young Perry had to learn English from scratch when he started school. Still, the Como home was filled with music and faith, two things that would define him forever. At just 10 years old, Perry took his first job in a barber shop, earning 50 cents a week. By 13, he had his own chair, and by 14, he was running his own barber shop, making more than most adults in his town. But even while he worked, he sang. His smooth, soothing voice drew customers in, earning him the nickname, the Singing Barber. His big break came by accident. A bandleader heard him sing and offered him a job for $28 a week, a massive pay cut from his booming barber business. Perry turned it down, until his wife, Roselle, convinced him to take a chance. That leap of faith changed everything. His early years in music were brutal. He was told he sounded too much like Bing Crosby and was nearly fired from recording sessions. But one simple piece of advice, sing from the heart, helped him find his own voice. By 1945, Perry Como's Till the End of Time hit #1 on the Billboard charts and sold over 2 million copies. He became America's voice of calm after the chaos of World War II. Hollywood soon came calling, but Perry hated the industry's fake smiles and power games. At one studio party, he famously told MGM boss Louis B. Mayer off and got himself blacklisted. He didn't care. He said walking away from movies felt like breaking free. Still, fame found him again on television. His Perry Como Show became one of NBC's biggest hits of the 1950s, winning 5 Emmy Awards and the hearts of millions. In 1958, his song, Catch a Falling Star, made history as the first record ever certified gold. Ironically, Perry hated that song. He thought it was silly, but it made him a millionaire. He signed a record-shattering $25 million deal with Kraft in 1959, making him the highest-paid man on television. But he later called it a golden cage. The fame, the pressure, and the endless recording sessions left him longing for his old barbershop days. He once joked that being a pop star wasn't his dream. It just happened to him. Off camera, Perry's temper sometimes showed. Friends recalled his bursts of road rage, a sharp contrast to his TV persona. Yet those who knew him best said it wasn't anger, it was frustration. He had lived a life where everyone controlled his image, even as he longed to live quietly, simply, and on his own terms. When his beloved wife Roselle passed away in 1998 after 65 years of marriage, Perry's world dimmed. He died 3 years later, in 2001, peacefully sitting in his favorite chair at the age of 88. His children later fought bitterly over his estate, a heartbreaking end for a man who had spent his life preaching calm and kindness. In total, Perry Como sold over 100 million records, won countless awards, and inspired artists from Michael Bublé to Bing Crosby himself, who once said Perry was the man who invented casual. But for Perry, the real magic moments were never on stage. They were at home, surrounded by the quiet, the faith, and the simplicity he had always loved. This was the hidden life of Perry Como, the man who sang the world to sleep, even when he couldn't find peace himself. If you love discovering the truth behind one of America's most beloved voices, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to StarLoop News, and hit that bell icon, because we've got more untold Hollywood stories coming your way.